Good day, students. For our topic for today, we have the factoring of perfect square trinomials. Our learning competency here is to factor completely different types of polynomials. Polynomials with common monomial factor, difference of two squares, sum and difference of two cubes, perfect square trinomials, and the general trinomials. Our unpacked learning competency here is to factor perfect square trinomials. Now, in factoring perfect square trinomials, first, to get the binomial, find the square root of the first and last term. That is only the factor. Is that simple? Okay, yes. Let's try to have an example. In example number 1, we have the 4x squared plus 20xy plus 25y squared. Here's our solution. First, get the factor of the first term, which is 4x squared. So, the square root of 4x squared is 2x. Then, the square root of the last term, which is 25y squared, is 5y. Now, you will see that the sign is all positive. Then, we will use the addition sign. Our final answer here is 2x plus 5y squared. Okay, now let's try to have the second example. In second example, the given is 81a squared plus 18ab plus b squared. So the first step is to get the square root of 81a squared. The square root of 81a squared is 9a. Then the square root of the last term, which is the square root of b squared, is b. So you will see that the sign is all positive, then we will use the addition sign. Then our final answer here is 9a plus b squared. Then our third example, we have the given 9m squared plus 30mn plus 25n squared. So here's our solution. First, get the square root of the first term, which is 9m squared. The square root of 9m squared is 3m. Then the square root of the last term, which is 25n squared, is 5n. So remember, if all positive, we will use the addition sign. Then our final answer here is 3m plus 5n squared. Then we have the next example is 49c squared minus 112c plus 64. So our solution here is to square root the first term. So the square of the first term is 49c squared is 7c. Then the square root of the last term is 64. Now we get the extracted roots. Now you will see a negative sign. So we will use the subtraction sign. Now our final answer here is 7c minus 8 squared. Then for our last example, we have x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. So the solution here is to first to square root the first term. The square root of x squared, we have x. Then square the last term or square root the last term, we have square root of y squared is y. Then we get the extracted root. Then we see a negative sign. We will use the subtraction sign. So our final answer is here is x minus y squared. Is that only simple? Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.